everybody, so today we're dealing with Trigonometry chapter 22, exercise 22E, question 34. So in this question, it's stated that a man M observes two poles, pole A and pole B, on this other side of a river. He knows that they are 100 meters apart from each other and have the same height. From the point directly opposite to point A, the angle of elevation to the top of the tower is 22 degrees, and the angle of elevation from the same point to the top of the pole B is 19 degrees. Find the width of the river. First things first, what is angle of elevation? So if there's a point A here, a point B here, so the angle of elevation from point B to A is this angle. So likewise, we can state that this angle is the angle of elevation, that is 22, and this angle is the angle of elevation to point pole B, and it is 19. Once we know this, we can what we have to find out is AM at the end. And another thing that we know is that it's right pointed directly opposite to pole A. So if it's directly opposite, then the angle that is made over here is a 90 degree. So if we make this triangle, we can use Pythagoras to find out if we know this side or this side, we can find out one of them. So firstly, we can make a relationship between this side, and then kind of like make a relationship between them using Pythagoras, and then make a relationship between them using trigonometry from these triangles. Firstly, we're going to consider in triangle NAM, angle NAM is a right angle. Why? Because a pole and a ground has angle 90 degree to them. And then we'll say that if this is this, then we can use trigonometry. By using trigonometry, we can state that firstly we'll write here SOHCAHTOA, because it always helps you always write down in rough space above somewhere so that you remember it. So if I pull down NAM triangle, we can see that where this is okay. Now first thing what we can do is that we can state that this is x and this is x, so that life becomes easier. So we can say that let NA is equal to x. That means OB is also equal to x. By the way, I named O and M N so as to make the problem simpler. And why is NA is equal to OB, like just writing down NA is equal to OB because it's given. Now we know this, like we know this is x, and MA just we don't know this either. So we're gonna start by writing but what we have to find out. So we can say that we have to make a relationship between NA and AM. So we would use, if this is the angle, then we would use TOA because opposite and adjacent. So we would write here tan 22 degree is equal to opposite upon adjacent. Opposite is NA and adjacent is AM. That would give us x upon AM. Nextly, we would write about in triangle OBM, angle OBM is 90 degree. So we would write tan 19 degree is equal to not NA, but OB is equal to BM, just like here. And then we would write here x upon, because x is equal to OB, x upon BM. Now from here we can see in these two equations that if we can say from here that x is equal to tan 22 degrees into AM, and from here we can write x is equal to tan 19 degree into BM. So we can kind of like equate these two equations together by using x. So we can write here x is equal to tan 22 degrees into AM is equal to tan 19 degree into BM. Now that is what we know. Now we will use Pythagoras for triangle ABM. In triangle ABM, we know that angle BAM is a right angle. Now once we know this, we can write over here that 100 square plus, or not really 100 square, firstly we would write AB square plus AM square is equal to BM square by, of course, Pythagoras theorem. Now once we know this, we'll just write BA is equal to 100, so 100 square plus AM is equal to, just AM square is equal to BM square. Now if you look closely, we have a relationship between AM and BM over here, so we can name this equation 1, and we can name this equation 2. So we have a relationship between AM and BM here and AM and BM here, but of course the difference is that this is square and this is not square, so we can just convert this equation into square. So we'll write from equation 1, from equation 1, tan 22 square, tan 22 degrees to the power whole square upon tan 19 degrees to the power whole square is equal to BM square upon AM square. Now we can and then from this we can just say, and we can name this equation 3, and we can say that from equation 3 and equation 2, BM square is equal to BA square. BM square is equal to 100 square plus AM square. So BM square from here is equal to, from here we can say that BM square is equal to tan 22 degrees whole square upon tan 19 degrees whole square into AM square. This is from equation 3, and from equation 2 we can say that BM square is equal to 100 square plus AM square. So now we know both of them, and now we can kind of like work this out, and then from here we would get AM is equal to, like we would just get the answer from here, that is equal to 162.91. I mean, we can say it as is approximately equal to 163 meter, and then answer is equal to 163. I wouldn't say is equal to, but I would like say answer is equal to 163 meter. Thank you.